loud and proud, wild and free. Who's ready for a setup? I am. It is Cocoa Daisy time. Cocoa Daisy has asked me to do a setup for August. They have sent me this lovely package of goodies that I have not even opened, and it's time. It's definitely time. It looks like I got the main planner kit with the main planner stickers, and it also looks like I got the classified planner and the platter add-on, as well as the dashboards. Oh my gosh, and the sticker kit and the add-on sticker kit. So I'm going to use all of this, which is beyond. Thank you very much, Cocoa Daisy. I'm going to use all of this for the month of August. I love the fact that Cocoa Daisy makes it so easy for me to just plan. Like, I don't have to think about what sticker kit I'm going to use or what papers I'm going to use. Everything is right here. So while I am getting everything unboxed, a little fast forward. All right, you wouldn't know to look at it, but I actually have 3 separate piles here. I have all the stickers that came with the kit. I'm not even thinking about using the stickers right now because I like to use those for my daily, my weekly, and my monthly planning. So those are actually gonna go right back in this really cool restorage thing that they just started a couple months ago. I love that. Then I have this pile over here. These are all the fun bits, okay? This isn't gonna help me set up my planner, but if I get inspired to use them, I will go ahead and grab them. So this is phase 1, this is phase 2, and this is phase 3. That's how in my brain, I think about it. So the phase 1 is the setup. The phase 2 is the prettifying. The phase 3 is the actual planning. And so I'm gonna go ahead and move phase 2 and 3. Sounds so logistical. First off, I'm going to do is take off this cover. I feel like mildly guilty taking it off every time, because people like to add stuff to it. I just like starting with a fresh base, and that is what I'm going to start with. So let's go ahead and start picking some papers. I love this. I think in my head, the first thing I see these as strips. I don't see them as a full sheet of paper. So what I'm going to do is probably chop up this entire piece of paper and go from there. And I have these 2, which I love. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece of artwork. A lot of times these kinds of artwork tend to be a little bit overwhelming for somebody that likes more neutrals and subdues, but let me just tell you, this on its own is fine. To make things not quite as so bright and so crazy, all you have to do is add a lot of white space. Me, on the other hand, I've got pattern. I'm gonna go ahead and build on the pattern to make it absolutely cray-cray. I know, she is cray-cray. Well, you've already established that. You know me by now. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one up just in strips, and so it's ready to go and be used when I am ready to use it. I really feel as though these would look fantastic woven on an angle. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take all of the warm colors, which are like all the pinks and all of those types of colors, and then the opposite direction is where I'm going to be weaving the cool colors. So just go under and over each and every one of them. That's basically how you weave. My first weaving experience was actually on a pie crust. Yeah, I loved to bake when I was about 12. I made my first pie. And it was so good. And from then on, I was addicted to making pies. I want to make sure that there's a one rogue or random green one here. Yes, I'm going to waste my time doing this because I really think it's going to turn out amazing. Okay, let me get these nailed down and I'll be right back with it all glued. All right, now that I have it glued and it's mostly dry, yeah, right, it's not really mostly dry, but let's be honest. What I'm gonna do is I measured, you know, like it's about 11 inches straight across from where I kind of like the angle. So what I'm gonna do is find the middle, which is like 6 inches here, and then I'm going to fold all these parts so I make an insert cover type. I really should have waited until it was a little bit more dry, but it's working. So I've inserted the insert cover that I took off so I can gently cut off the extra parts. Alright, so that is what it's going to look like, and you can see that the front cover is just fine, but it's the back that's a little floppy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these adhesive, I think they're tabs, and I'm just going to go along the top and adhere all of these together. So what I'm planning to do is we're going to leave the top open so I can open flap it, and then in the back side I'm going to glue it to the back side of the insert because I don't need to turn but the last page in it. All right, plan F. I love this. This is why I love being creative. I went ahead and took off this because it really didn't look very good on the edge because it was kind of crooked, so I took it off. I am going to go ahead and trim this side right here, these two little bits. And I love how you can kind of peek and see, plus it adds a little bit of a grab. I'm going to go ahead and add a tab right here, and then I will be all set. And don't think that I'm not going to be using all of these little bits, because I am. There you go. There's my insert cover attached to the back. The front is not, because then I can now look at here. I can't put something here in the front. Oh, yes, yes. That's what I'm going to put there. I love how the blocks go together. Okay, let me adhere this and then I'll be right there. Remember when I said I wasn't going to actually do any of the decorating? Well, you know how that goes. I always love having a few of these here and having a little bit of decoration on the inside. And no one knows, it's like a secret. Well, that escalated quickly, but I'm very happy with the results. And yes, everything looks like a mess, but it's just the way my brain works. I'm sorry if you're new here. I want to welcome you to the chaos. I'm going to use this blue, and then I will use this exterior here. I don't really have a plan for this one. I mean, I have a plan for this one, but for this one, I mean, we could do something super simple. I'm not really a fan of that. I think I want to cut up one of these. Here I am, sucker for this again. Gosh, that's just super pretty on there. The thing I like to use for these, because they're one-sided, you can kind of like use them a whole lot more because you don't need to worry about the back side. Ooh, I like the pattern on the pattern on the pattern. That's pretty too. Noodle, noodle, noodle. Yeah, this is the trouble. Oh, I like that. That would look lovely. All right, we're gonna use this one. And remember, it's a planner for 1 month. It's gonna be okay. Like right now, I'm feeling like I'm gonna regret this, but nope, moving forward, right? Can't move back. All right. I want to use like some of these larger motifs. I wish I had like one of these, but in, oh wait, I do. Do I? I do. I do have one of these. Oh, it's gonna be really a big pain to cut out, but I'm gonna do it. I love this. Let's see what this, I think the smaller, you know what? Let's go smaller. That's gonna look better in comparison to the scale of these two. They look too similar. So I like the scale of those two. One small, one large. It all works together. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out. And you do not have to painfully watch because this is something. All of them cut out from here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and randomly place them. They are a little, you know, bent from me doing it, but I'm just gonna make sure my adhesive goes right on the edges. Again, this is easiest to do with a liquid glue. As far as something here in the middle, what I was thinking is using, this is just right off the top of my head, of course, using this, cutting this August out and putting it right on top, which is what I'm gonna do. All right, and here is this. I want one last piece around it, kind of like as a like a base, because it kind of looks like it's there. Maybe I'll add a base, and then I will use some dimensional adhesive. So I'm gonna go ahead and figure out what I want to put behind it. I'm thinking blue. Oh, look at me. Would this look okay? There we go. Let's just do this one little strip. It doesn't have to go all the way around. I do have adhesive strips, and I just need to get through. And it's not like my craft room is filthy dirty. I just can't find what I want when I want it. So, and when I moved from the upstairs to the downstairs, I kind of just put everything, blobbed it together and brought it down. That wasn't very wise. I should have brought it down in increments and then organized it from there. And now I have to fiddle with these little squares. There you go. There's insert 2 done. I like this. I just don't know how I want to present it. You know what I mean? Because it did such a good job on the front being a pattern. And I really like this saying, but I like this as well. All right, let's cut this off and then cut this as well. Cutting, novel concept. Bob Ross says sometimes there's happy accidents. That's one of them. I almost cut it too much. I want my corner rounder. There we go. That looks better. Everything here has a little like hard edges. I know that sounds kind of funny, but if you think about it, like everything here is kind of like with angles. They don't seem as fluid and flowery as a normal like flower design. You know what I mean? Speaking of flower design, let's go ahead and get this guy. This one is part of the personal size. We're gonna cut off the corners. So we're just gonna cut this one up too, which is another thing I do a lot. If I have something that's way too big, kind of like that one. So let's put that one in that corner for sure. Ugh, these feathery things. So I've been reading up on productivities, and they say that if you do more than 7 minutes of something, you lose your productivity. In this case, I would have to say that's completely true. And boy, gosh darn it, that's really crooked. All right, let's do that. Now I'm just more is more, but it'll work. Come on off, sticky stuff. It's like an 8-pound insert cover, but it's super cute. I was just talking to my son. I never have a plan when I have these, when I'm getting these done. I just do stuff. You came downstairs to check on me. You want to say hi, everybody?
Hi.
Why don't you show them your hands? Because they're not going to see you. There's Luke. He came down to check on me. How many days till school?
14.
14 days till school. Very excited. Starting middle school next year. So that's a good adventure. So like I was saying before, if you have something that's super busy, you can always put something solid on the front. Like this looks pretty cool with all of the weird edges, which really looks good actually. I think I'm gonna just wing it. I think this is what it's gonna be. That's kind of weird how that happened. Of course I'll do some trimming, but wow, thanks Luke. I'm going to do something up here that has, you know what I could do? That's what I'll do. I'll do a bunch of these. Just like 3 different sizes, all cool tones. Kind of wanted to bring the background in the front of it. Well, that didn't take very long at all. There is my cover for that one. And let's do the back side. Let's do some, see how there's triangles in here? Let's do a couple of triangles in a different color. They're equilateral triangles, Luke. What does that mean?
They are equal on all sides.
Is mine equal on all sides? Not a chance.
No. It's impossible.
It is impossible to do it by hand this way. That's a neat decoration, don't you think? Yeah, just say yeah. He's about to leave. Mommy's boring. Bye, bud. Well, at this point, I'm really not even sure what I'm doing. All right, I really like It adds just enough of something. So we're going to add this onto here. Now I need adhesive to like move it over. So I'm going to use this washi tape. Just bring it all together. There's my 3 insert covers. Loud and proud, wild and free. And I am going to quit for the day. I'm so glad you guys decided to join me. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're a first timer, welcome back. We'd love for you to subscribe. Actually me, because I'm the one that runs it. Yeah. All right, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.